Game of Thrones. Personally, it wasn't a show that I liked. Not even when it was actually good. You know, season 1 through 4. Like that's the quality of the show. Not even then I particularly cared. And I think that's fine. You're not gonna like everything, you know, even if it's good, you know, objectively or whatever. But, you know, there was like this brief period of time, you know, like, well, season 6, I would say, a little bit of 7, where like it was bad, it was funny. You know, to me, it was just like, it's kind of entertaining. Fuck it. But I never really cared. I don't care about the show. Not really. I just watched it just to be in the know. And then I saw this season, and it was, you know, a nightmare after nightmare after nightmare after a shit show. It was just incredibly bad. I don't think I've seen such a colossal failure in my life. What's there to say about the finale? It's definitely the conclusion of, you know, these storylines that have been creating all of a sudden, you know, like Daenerys going crazy. To be fair, I it's not the most shocking thing. It's not the most, you know, unpredictable thing. Like we were aiming there, especially this season. Do I agree? You know, like she never really killed innocents. The main problem is with that storyline is timing. You know, like it's just pacing. It's just there is not enough screen time to justify Daenerys going from killing, you know, bad people to, okay, whatever. This episode tried to justify it with I think it's clever, but I think it's lazy, you know, like at the same time. But I get the intent. Is, hey, man, like then Tyrion says to Jon, like, hey man, fucking, you know, like if you genuinely believe you're doing a good thing, then anyone that stands in your way, it's totally justifiable to kill them. Like I understand that, and that is an idea. You know, the end justifies the means, right? That's the mindset that he's saying that Daenerys has. I understand that, and I think it's very interesting, especially with the latest Attack on Titan episode. I think we touch on that a little bit, and I think it's an interesting concept. You know, do the end justifies the means? Like what's going on? Jon is like, fuck, like, no, this is wrong, and she has to be stopped. I get that. I like that, but we don't have enough time to make that arc, that Daenerys arc, satisfying, logical. It just doesn't make any sense, and you could have, you know, portrayed scenes differently, but like, I understand the intent. I don't even mind it. I kind of appreciate that, you know, but yes, like it was incredibly rushed. Rushed is the best word I could describe. Now then you have Jaime, right, and his storyline. You know, what is his character arc? And honestly, like my initial reaction was like, "Fuck this! This is bad." You know, like we're going back to to all of his development, and that is the point. That is the point, and I don't mind that. You know, it is a tragedy. Like he doesn't win, right? He doesn't win. Like his journey is a journey of like becoming self-aware of what he is, what he's done, and before it, like I don't think he would care that much, but now he's like, yeah, I'm a bad person. I've done bad things for this fucking lady, and I still like her, you know, so I'm just gonna die, you know, that's it. And he dies, he fails, it doesn't accomplish anything. The more he tries to be with Cersei, the more hurt he gets, the more he hurts other people, and that's his storyline. And I get that, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it. What I hate is, you know, Cersei, for example. What the hell was she doing this entire season? The actress was like just drinking wine, said like one line or two, and she's getting paid. She's getting paid more than I'll ever get paid in my goddamn life. You know, that's insane. She didn't do anything. I thought she was smart. I thought she knew how to like blow people up. She was so evil and mean, and she doesn't do anything. And that's the disappointment. The disappointing thing right there. Tyrion, I mean, he was so smart. What happened there? You know, he's apparently not that smart, according to the actor. I'm not gonna edit this video, by the way. I thought it would be a good time to put this clip. I'm not. I don't care. I just don't. I just rambling. This video about me rambling. Another important aspect of this season, this entire arc, is Jean and Daenerys love thing. You know, like, do they love each other? Yeah, like, they love each other. Like they love each other. And goddamn, you have to buy it. You have to believe that they love each other so much that justifies Jean being in denial. And also, did they imply that Tyrion also loved Daenerys? You know, he says like something, I love her, but not as successfully as you. Tyrion liked her romantically? I don't know. It's introduced in this episode, and it doesn't matter. So but back to the other point. Like you need to believe in Jon and Daenerys thing, because like if you don't, like you're gonna hate this entire arc. Like I'm assuming almost everyone did. You know, like because Jon is just in denial. Daenerys just keeps asking for this dick, and and he keeps denying it. Even before, like she goes, you know, full mad queen, and man, like, and she likes Jon, so she lets him walk around talking to Tyrion. No one's like questioning how fucking weird that is. She lets, you know, like him getting close to her. She still wants his dick, and that's how she got stabbed, because she didn't, you know, expect, you know, her lover to kill her. That's her story. Yeah. All right. Then we have, you know, this video is a mess. I don't have a script, but then you have like the fact that like Daenerys is going mad. Yes, I get that, but it's very vague. You know, like this episode doesn't. She doesn't like try to justify herself. You don't have like, oh, I did this because, you know, I don't know, like they believe, like they say something like, oh, they were with the Lannisters, they support them, so they deserve to die. Okay, but what about that kid, you know, with a horse toy? What happened? Like you kill a lot of people that didn't do anything, and we're not discussing that. Like she doesn't even try to justify. I don't know, like there's nothing to it. You know, this is a girl that tried to be like, oh my, I don't want to be like my father. Like she tried. She actually tried. There's scenes about that, and we're not really, like, now that she's done this horrible thing, she's not defending it. We're not barely questioning it. I don't know. I would have preferred at the very least like an argument, you know, and we don't even have that. So I think that's also disappointing. Another thing, Arya and the horse, like that like shouts out to the people that were just making theories about, oh my god, the horse is like from the four horsemen of and the white horse's death or whatever, and you see this episode and the horse is fucking gone. Shouts out to your cool videos. I'm being an asshole, but I saw like these guys like the Take, I think it's a YouTube channel, and they did like positive videos analyzing the current arc and trying to come up with like you know, like with, not just bashing on it, you know, like, and I think it's interesting to see other points of view, and I highly recommend seeing that. You know, it's why I came to terms with like Jaime's character arc, for example, and Arya, I just, you know, I don't really like the character this season, made me really not like her, but and I get her point, but I don't know, man. Like when you have the dragon like just burning the Iron Throne, it's just like, what is this shit? Like, what is this shit? What am I seeing? Like, the dragon is now smart enough to know that, oh, it was you, Jean. The throne is the real bad guy. It's so weird. It's weird. It's strange, but you know, whatever. Okay, you just have to accept that. It's strange. It's dumb. It's stupid, and you gotta move on. All right, what's next? Bran is the king. Can we talk about how kinda fucked up that is? Like this, Bran's just gone. It's the Raven fucker. All right. Did this guy, like, did he plan for this to happen? Did he plan to become a king? And what does that mean? You know, the children of the forest like created this guy, right? What are we implying here? Is this a good thing? Is this a good thing? Because the Night King wanted to kill this guy. This guy becomes, and now this guy manipulated every event to become a king. I don't know. There's something about this that doesn't sit quite well with me. Not even just of like, you know, I don't care about Bran. Fuck all these characters. No, I don't care about anyone at this point. Fuck it. Again, I don't like I didn't like the show when it was good. But I'm not angry. And I'm just done. I'm done. But yeah, like there's something weird about Bran, the Raven, becoming the king. Something doesn't sit quite well with me. And another thing that doesn't sit quite well with me, Bronn, like he's just here hanging out, like he did fucking nothing this goddamn fucking season, shows up to do nothing, and now he's master of coin or some shit. Alright. If you say so, it's weird. It's weird. It's strange. I don't understand, and I don't, like Sansa just wants to become queen. Good for her. I guess she's the only character that didn't get horribly fucked. Her arc is pretty consistent. She just keeps, getting more power and more independence and smarter. That's good, I guess. Good for you. It's a little weird. And Tyrion gets to live. Whatever, man. That's fine. Fine by me. But it's such a boring, like there's nothing to say about this ending. There's no big messages here. There's nothing interesting going on in any capacity. It's just it's a fairy tale ending. I don't want like this gruesome, dark thing, and it's funny because I think like that's what a lot of people were expecting, even before like this disaster of the season. I don't want that, but I don't know. Like I want like a point to this, and we're like, I don't know. Like I feel like the whole idea of, oh, we're gonna choose who's gonna be the king. I don't feel like we build up to this idea. Not really. Like we didn't come into dude, democracy. They didn't actively, make fun of that. But we didn't build up to that, and I think that's an aspect that I'm not really. There's not a story about that, giving power to the people and choosing whatever. Daenerys gets angry, and Cersei was a bitch. Fuck it, let's just pick a good person. We can't pick Jon because, fuck. But yeah, all right. Grim Worm. I mean, I like the guy, the actor. I really do. That guy's cool. He was in Game Grumps. He has like a cool song, "Time in the Tree" or something. Listen to that one. It's pretty cool. But yeah, his character's just, yeah. Just an asshole. I get it. I understand. I understand. Once you learn how to love, you also learn how to hate. Eventually, when your love is taken, you're gonna hate. I get it. I get it. I buy it. I can buy that way more than Jon and Daenerys bullshit, where their love for each other actively makes them dumb. Actively makes them, not think clearly. But yeah, overall, was this a worst season finale of a show? No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Like I've seen Dexter, and that was way worse. That was way worse. Way fucking worse. Is this the worst episode of Game of Thrones? No, it's not. No, I still think the worst episode of Game of Thrones is episode 3 of this season. The Long Night. That was a nightmare. That is a bigger nightmare. Hey, I don't think you need to hear me saying how bad it is, but just to recap, the poor directing, not even just directing, but the poor lighting. They didn't foresee the fact that the lack of lighting is gonna make shit so fucking dark that when you use streaming services, digital shit, how this episode is gonna be heavily compressed, all right, to be streamed to all kinds of devices. It's gonna be so fucking dark that most people are not gonna be able to see anything. They didn't foresee that. They're like, well, you should watch it in movie theaters. Yeah, fuck off. Fuck you. I can't actually see. This is a problem. That is a problem. That was bad. If only it was that, To me, the biggest problem with that episode was just the complete and utter nullification of an arc. Nullified. I think Wooly from the Super Best Friends was talking about something like this, like an arc that is just done. Like there was a story and the story just stops and there's no point. Arya of all fucking characters, kills the Night King, and there's no story there. Like, there's no lore for the Night King, motivations, there's barely anything. This guy is not a fucking person. He's not a fucking character. He doesn't have motivations, plans, nothing. He wants to kill the memories of the world. What the fuck is that? What does that mean? What's so bad about that? Oh my god, they killed Bran. What? Who cares? Who cares? Bran became the king. So that's... I'm a little, hesitant on that. Like what? I'm not. I don't think it's a yay. I think it's But yeah, like there was definitely some lore before the Night King. Like in season 6 or something. But I just, number one, I don't remember that. I don't care, and that was it. That we don't learn more. There's nothing more to that story. Like. I don't. Again, I don't like Game of Thrones that much. But if there's one thing I know for about George R. Martin, is that he wouldn't make a character like the Night King. That is just nothing. There's nothing to him. There's no sides. He's just this thing that is bad, and that's it, and wants to kill people. Like, he wouldn't do that. He creates characters way more complex, like Tywin, and was that Tywin? Is the name the Lancaster dad? Fucking Lancaster, Lannister. Jesus, Lancaster's an actual fucking thing. God damn it. Oh man, but yeah, and even the fucking asshole from season 6, the bastard, Bruce Bolton, whatever. I don't remember because I don't care. But I feel like even those characters were like, there's more to them. But then you have Night King, and then you have a horny pirate, and it's just like, yeah, no. Night King, more like Vanilla Ice. That's all I'm saying. Fuck that. And fuck Arya killing him all of a sudden. She tells like, that episode sucks. That episode sucks. That was the worst one. That is the worst one. That is the worst. An arc that began from the first scene in Game of Thrones, and it's just, there's no point to it. There's nothing. Like characters that matter, they don't matter. Azor Ahai, whatever the prophecy was, doesn't fucking matter. Nothing matters. Fuck it. Just fuck it. There's no story here. There's nothing. This whole arc, it was just to make Daenerys weaker. But it doesn't matter because she doesn't need to be weaker. She kills people and destroys an entire country, town, King's Landing. I don't know. Like, she destroys that whole place. Cool. But don't worry, because it was foreshadowed in that one scene where she has a goddamn dream and goes to, the throne, and it's all snowy and ashes. What's going on? That's, yay, building up to that. Yay, congratulations. That was the biggest, that was like theory number 1. That was not actually snow, it was ash. That was theory number 1. And that's it, like they did this boring, predictable thing with no points to it. And they didn't have to make a short season. They didn't. HBO was more than willing to give them more episodes. Because it's not a budget thing. Like they want more episodes. Like 10 episodes instead of goddamn 6. That's like a whole month. 1 month, more subscriptions. That's it. More bank. But they refused. They didn't want to. And now you have this rushed Daenerys storyline. 1 episode for the Night King and we're done, and there's nothing to it. And why? Why is that? Because, number 1, the writers don't fucking care. There's something, even in the last episode of the show, like, it's even more apparent, but it began all the way, from the moment the books were done. The increase in scenes where there's no dialogue and it's just the actors. Like, it's just actors emoting, and that's it. There's no dialogue. Now, there's shows that do this, and it's a visual medium. Like you're going to use your medium to your advantage. But like when you have like really long scenes, and they don't really matter. Like, you're not saying anything. Like, they could have been, I don't know. This episode in particular just had so many moments of like shh, dude. Like, why? What's going on? Like, why are we stopping? What's happening? Fucking the dwarf just walks and sees stuff and like doesn't say anything. It's like way too long. There's so many moments where it's just like no dialogue, and it's just because the writers don't know how to talk, and they're relying heavily on actors because it's subjective. Like you, the viewer, you can put your own meaning into these emotions that they're having. We don't have to fucking write. They're lazy. They're lazy. They're not writing, man. They're not writing. And this episode, wow. How many scenes of no dialogue were there? I actually want to know. I want a timer. I want a number. How many minutes in this episode alone of no dialogue? Because it's been a lot. A lot. But yeah, like, another thing about the writers is that, like, they're done. They don't care. They don't need more episodes. They want to fucking move on and do Star Wars. Because that's what we need, right? These guys, Dumb and Dumber, making Star Wars. It's not like Star Wars is also in the goddamn shitter, alright? With movies that are fucking awful and everyone hates. Well, not everyone. Unfortunately, not. But, fuck, man. Like, they're the ones that are making Star Wars movies? Dude. I couldn't fucking stand going to the theaters and watching Han Solo. I didn't care. I don't want to be there for their shit. I can't. They're bad writers. They're lazy. They're bad. If you watch the goddamn documentaries after the episodes, that's when they reveal themselves. They're just revealing how dumb they are. And that is another point where like, I really think nowadays we really should not, do those fucking after the episodes, documentaries or whatever, like behind the scenes things, because it really reveals how fucking bad some things are, and it's a shame because I'm complaining for so fucking long, but like, goddamn, the production is so amazing. Like, there's never been a TV show on this scale with this quality of production. That is something to admire, and it's such a shame that the writers suck. They're not good. I don't want to say it's all fucking bad, but they themselves are fucking lazy, and they want it to be done to move on to other bullshit. Do you think Star Wars is going to be more successful than Game of Thrones? I don't know. Like people hate Star Wars now. People hate Star Wars now. Like, you think you're going to do anything? Like, people now, more than ever, hate you guys, too. Like Dumb and Dumber. Like, the guys that ruined Game of Thrones, And before, like, the bad fucking shit started in, like, season 5. You want a good girl, but you need a bad pussy. That was an actual line in the show. That was an actual line that somebody said. And it was like, yeah, that's good, yeah. And how they pushed people to go to Spain to film in Dorne, and Dorne is just, like, a nightmare. Dorne is just bad. Everything about Dorne is just... Oh, fuck. Dude, Dorne sucks, okay? It fucking sucks. It's so bad. And it's because of them. They did that. They did this shit. I'm just rambling. I'm just rambling. Like, I was gonna say this. A prequel show that they're filming right now? Fuck that. I'm not watching that. I did not want to watch the show. I watched it to be in the know, and now I fucking hate myself. I cannot recommend the show to anyone. Like, if it ends like this, I can't, You need to have an ending planned, and you need to, move to it in a way that's believable. They didn't do it. They skipped, they rushed, and it sucks. It's not satisfying. It's not satisfying. I don't have problems with, well, I have, but like not big problems with the ideas of the Daenerys going mad and all this shit. I don't, but like, the romance is so fucking rushed. Dennis going crazy is goddamn fucking rushed. You want me to care? I can't. I can't care. I'm not gonna care. Fuck it. But yeah, like, these are the feelings of a person that did not watch the show, like, all when it aired. Like, I caught up to it in season 7. Season 1 through 6, I binge watched it. And I'm not invested, especially when I don't like it. I'm not invested with these characters. I don't have a feeling of betrayal. I'm just looking at what it is, and I'm just not... finding any good qualities to it. Like, it's, for the most part, I just think it's bad, and that's it. The writers didn't care, and I don't care too. Do you care? Were you hurt by this? I don't know, but I just hope, other things that I watch don't end up like it. I don't want Attack on Titan to get got That's the new term, by the way. We're gonna use that now when a series, when a show, when something happens and it's just, oh, I shit the bed. Well, man, you got. That's gonna be the thing now. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Bleach, that was a manga that I was reading and I liked it, for the most part. It had a lot of issues, but for the most part, I think it was good. But unfortunately, the ending, it got. It got. I don't know why, but it got. And Game of Thrones got because the writers didn't give a fuck and they wanted to be done. They wanted to move on. And hey, man, I want to move on too. I don't think the writers of X-Men Origins are going to do a whole lot. Just saying. That's it. This video is pointless and yeah, just more rambling and more ranting. I'm sure you probably feel the same if you like the show. I'm sorry for saying that I didn't like it. It's not good, but yeah, I just not everyone's gonna like the same thing. But I think not a whole lot of people are gonna like this ending, right? It was boring and generic and just sucked my dick out of my ass. I'm done.